Lynn, you mean... Spark can help us decode the info in the lockbox?
Spark is a support unit specially designed by Rubilia. It may contain a controlled runtime or supplementary data related to the lockbox.
What Lynn said was indeed possible. We may have the data, but not a way to read the data. Spark may be the thing we need. Archon Larson, please wait in the infirmary with the rest. I'll take the lockbox there and try to use Spark to decode it.
Fine. Get the lockbox to the infirmary, Lyra.
Lynn, I can't imagine what you're feeling while reading this message. Is Ruby all right? I'm sorry that I lied to you, but you know I had no other choice. Now that I've hit a wall in my research into the gray space entities, I will be going into the confounding abyss. It has what I need to proceed. Maybe I'll solve the mysteries surrounding the gray space entities and take them back to you. Or maybe I'll be gone, just like the Forerunners. Anyway, that's all. Good luck to you. And me too.
So Rubilia went... there. What does she intend to do?
Archon Larson, I suggest that we immediately relaunch the exploration of the confounding abyss. If Rubilia was really in there, it would be in our best interest to locate her ASAP.
Lynn, do you think Rubilia could have survived in a place like the confounding abyss?
I don't know. However, in the message she left, she said there was something she needed inside the confounding abyss. She knew very well how treacherous that place was, and I believe she had taken all precautions.
I agree with Miss Lynn. Dr. Rubilia's knowledge of the gray space entities far exceeds ours. If we could find her, or at least more of her research data, it would greatly benefit us.
Just a moment, you two. Rubilia left this video clip over 2 years ago. We cannot be sure if she really did go into the confounding abyss, or if she is still alive. Even if we are to relaunch the exploration into the confounding abyss, it'll take a lot of time to get everything prepared. I trust that no one wants to repeat the same tragedy.
Lyra is right. Before we relaunch the exploration, we better be fully prepared for anything. Lifting the lockdown on confounding abyss will take some time. Go and take some rest and relaxation. I'll have Captain Saki Fuwa contact you when we make progress.
You look like you have something to say.
Miss Lynn, what kind of place is that confounding abyss that you just talked about?
About that. Few people in Meroria know this, but you should have heard about the Second City, right?
We've seen it in the archives.
Well, about 20 years ago, Meroria's exploration teams discovered a gigantic underground space and proposed plans for a third city. Within the following years, after the underground space was discovered, Meroria must have sent hundreds of explorers in different batches to lay the foundation for the project and explore its depths. Everything was going smoothly, then all contact was suddenly lost. No communication, no responses. Everything just went dead. The people, the equipment. There's no sign of either. What's more, Its terrain seemed to have undergone drastic changes. Nothing obeyed our known laws of physics. It seemed to be a gateway to another world.
So, that's why it's called the Confounding Abyss?
That's right. Also, based on the images sent back by the droids, there are ruins left behind by an unknown civilization on the other side. It has been a closely kept secret within Meroria.
Unknown civilizations? Aliens?
We know nothing about those ruins and who built them, but there are signs of gray space entity activity there. Maybe that has something to do with the disappearance of our survey teams. Still, we have no way of safely investigating the area. That's why Meroria locked down the entrance to the Confounding Abyss. Until now.
Miss Lin, where exactly is the Confounding Abyss?
Now, right beneath our feet and underneath Meroria, lies the pit that is the entrance to the Confounding Abyss.
What? If the Confounding Abyss really is that dangerous, why is Meroria still here?
There's a subgravity field in the region where Meroria is. Scientists couldn't understand what caused it, but the anti-gravity engines which kept Meroria afloat rely on that field to function. Then, when the Confounding Abyss was discovered, they realized the subgravity field was caused by the Abyss's effects on our laws of physics. In other words, the current state of Meroria relies on the delicate balance between the Confounding Abyss and our reality. But that also makes Meroria a prisoner to the Confounding Abyss. The Second City project is underway, but it's far from being able to provide for the denizens of Meroria. This may be why Archon Larson is so concerned about relaunching the exploration operations. If our actions somehow broke the balance between the Confounding Abyss and our reality, the whole city would pay for our failure.
That's truly unbelievable.
As you can see, this is a very risky operation. We better wait for Archon Larson to make the final decision.
We called everyone here today for the relevant affairs of Rubilia and Confounding Abyss. I have now decided to relaunch exploration of the Confounding Abyss. Since we all know what the Confounding Abyss has in store for us, Meroria cannot turn a blind eye to the risks this may bring. So I will not be investing too much manpower and resources in this project. We will only be organizing a small recon op to learn the current status of the Confounding Abyss and collect as much intel as possible for further analysis. Also, the primary objective will be to try to locate Dr. Rubilia. Lin, since you started this thing with Rubilia, you should be the one to end it. I will be sending you in with Sirius.
Understood.
Archon Larson, I want to be part of this operation.
Shirley, this mission is highly dangerous.
I want to unveil the secrets of the gray space entities. Please, allow me to come with you.
Count me in. I want to join the operation as well.
If that's so, Lyra, why don't you brief everyone?
The space inside the Confounding Abyss is too unstable to maintain a space rift for long, so the mission squad will be equipped with a mini space rift generator to establish a temporary space rift. However, please beware that this temporary space rift will only allow a single person to travel through at any given time, and will need to be recharged after each use. Additionally, all records show that communication between Meroria and the Confounding Abyss may be prone to heavy interference. Do not be alarmed when this happens.
If there are no further questions, we'll meet up at the entrance to the Confounding Abyss.
Now that we're all here, let's get ready to head out.
Miss Lyra.
I will lift the lockdown on the entrance to the confounding abyss. However, due to safety concerns, once you're through, we'll lock it down again from this side. You will need to establish temporary space rift nodes within the abyss ASAP. Miroria will try to maintain communication with you and provide feedback based on your real-time data. Is everyone... If you encounter anything more than you can handle, contact us immediately. Do not act recklessly.
I will. Let's go.
It's so quiet here.
Stay on your toes and keep moving. Lyra, we've reached the ruins of the Third City. Nothing out of the ordinary so far.
Roger that. Communication signal is stable. That's good news. The entrance to deeper levels lies within the ruins of the city. Lynn, locate the entrance as soon as you can and establish a space rift once you're inside. The squad's sensor will feed the environmental data to our technicians, and we'll give you the coordinates of a good location to set up a space rift.
What should we do if our communication is down?
We know nothing about what goes on inside the abyss, so trust your training.
Right! That's a good answer. Thanks.
We'll need to establish at least one temporary space rift for the follow-up operations. Time is of the essence. Let's move out. Sort the supplies according to their category. I'll leave it to the logistics officer. Sort the supplies according to their category. To the logistics officer. Lyra, we've reached the entrance to the deeper levels. The squad's status is green across the board. We've yet to encounter any abyssant gray space entities.
Roger that. The deeper levels of the alien ruins are located just below. We haven't detected any abnormal spatial fluctuations. You may enter when ready.
Has the confounding abyss devoured other regions of the city already?
The third city was divided into the upper and lower cities. Where you are now is what used to be the upper city. As for the confounding abyss, it's like a ghost that suddenly appeared between the two areas. An existence that defies all logic. A scout drone once reached the bottom of the confounding abyss and sent back some images before its signal died. The lower city still exists, but it's beyond recognition, as is the terrain. Get ready. You are about to enter the heart of the confounding abyss. It only gets more dangerous inside. Communication with Miroria may be unreliable. Watch each other's backs, and be safe.
I'll leave it to the logistics officer.
Meroria has lost the squad signal. How are things on your end?
We are now within the confounding abyss. We have visuals of the alien ruins.
We've detected slight omnium fluctuations around your area. The nature of those fluctuations matches with the signals from your space rift beacons. It's a high possibility that it may be a beacon left behind by Rubilia. You should set up a temporary space rift here as your emergency extraction point.
Understood. We'll look around.
Is that a space rift beacon left behind by Rubilia?
Maybe we can try to reactivate it. I'm onto it.
The gray space entities are still a bit hostile. But at least they didn't attack me on sight. That means my gray space entity Crystamax implant is working.
This is a video message from Rubilia.
Overall, things are going smoothly. I did lose my supply backpack while scaling the cliff. All I have now is half an energy bar in my pocket. I wonder how long it can last me. I have long passed the point of no return. Maybe this is the end of the journey for me.
Lynn, the doctor.
She must have left other clues. Continue your search. Lyra? Can you hear me?
Lynn, go ahead.
We found a space rift node and a video message left behind by Rubilia. We're continuing our search.
Roger that. Communication. Interference is increasing. Keep in touch.
haven't eaten or had any water for 3 days. However, dehydration is not affecting me much, and the feeling of thirst is declining. I think the Christomax implant is changing me. I can feel their special energy within the space that is slowly being absorbed by me. This feeling is becoming more and more tangible. I believe this special energy matter is what sustains the gray space entities. They are unlike us humans. They don't need to turn food into energy. Now, very few gray space entities take note of me, and they are no longer hostile at all. Maybe to them, I'm just a deformed gray space entity. I had a strange dream last night. I cannot recall the dream exactly, but I remember the voice I heard in the dream. I can still hear it, even after I woke up. Something deep, low, and slow. Not unlike the whale songs in the ocean. But I don't know whether it's in my head playing tricks on me, or is it something real? The Christomax implant may be affecting my central nervous system. I am slowly losing control of myself. I'm running out of time.
The Christomax implant is slowly turning the doctor into a gray space entity.
I hope she knew what she was doing.